Welcome to Otherworldly Myths and Tales, where we explore the chilling and mysterious creatures that haunt the folklore of different cultures. In this video, we'll be diving into the world of Japanese horror folklore and discussing 5 terrifying creatures that have captured the imaginations of people in Japan for generations. From malevolent spirits to vengeful ghosts, these creatures have become staples of Japanese horror culture and continue to inspire countless movies, TV shows, and books. So sit back, turn off the lights, get ready to discover the otherworldly myths and tales of Japan. According to legend, Yuki-Onna, the Snow Woman of Japan, appears during snowstorms, dressed in a white kimono and with long black hair. She lures travelers to their doom with her icy breath and her deadly touch. Some say that Yuki-Onna is the spirit of a woman who died in the snow, seeking revenge on those who did not help her. Others believe that she is the embodiment of winter itself, a cruel and merciless force that preys on the living. To encounter Yuki-Onna is to face your deepest fears. She will freeze you with a glance and make you feel the coldness of death itself. But beware, for she is not just a mindless monster. She can also be cunning and seductive, tempting you with the promises of warmth and shelter. Once you fall under her spell, there is no escape. Yuki-Onna will claim your soul and add it to her icy collection. To this day, people in Japan still leave offerings to Yuki-Onna, hoping to appease her wrath and avoid her deadly embrace. So, if you ever find yourself lost in a snowstorm, remember the legend of Yuki-Onna. Stay vigilant and stay warm, for in the darkness of the winter, she is always watching. Kuchisake-Onna, which translates to slit-mouthed woman, is a Japanese urban legend that has haunted the country for decades. The legend tells of a beautiful woman who wore a surgical mask to cover her disfigured face, which was sliced open from ear to ear. She is said to appear to unsuspecting victims at night, asking them a simple question: "Am I pretty?" If the victim answers yes, she will reveal her disfigured face and asks the same question again. If the victim answers no, she will pull out a pair of scissors and kill them on the spot. But beware, even if you try to run, Kuchisake-Onna will always find you. She's said to be able to teleport and can even appear in your dreams. Some people claim that they have managed to escape her grasp, but they are forever traumatized by the experience. The origins of the legend are unknown, but some believe that it was inspired by a real-life incident involving a jealous samurai who mutilated his wife's face after accusing her of infidelity. To this day, people in Japan are still scared of encountering Kuchisake-Onna. Parents warn their children to stay inside at night and to never answer yes or no when approached by a strange woman wearing a surgical mask. So if you ever find yourself walking alone at night in Japan, be careful who you speak to. You never know when Kuchisake-Onna may be lurking in the shadows, waiting to ask you the dreaded question: "Am I pretty?" Have you ever heard of the Gashadokuro? It's a giant skeleton from Japanese folklore. The Gashadokuro is formed from the bones of people who died in battle and were left unburied. The vengeful spirits of these soldiers come together to create a massive skeleton that is over 100 feet tall. Its eerie white bones glow in the darkness, and its eyes burn with a malevolent red light. The Gashadokuro is said to wander the countryside at night, looking for victims to devour. Its massive jaws can swallow a person whole, and its long arms can crush a person's body in an instant. But that's not the scariest thing about this creature. The Gashadokuro is a master of stealth, and it can move silently through the night, stalking its prey with cold, unfeeling eyes. If you hear the sound of bones rattling in the darkness, it may already be too late. The legend of the Gashadokuro has been passed down through generations of Japanese folklore, and it continues to inspire fear and fascination to this day. But where did the legend of the Gashadokuro come from? Some believe that it may have originated as a warning against the dangers of war. Others believe that it may have been inspired by real-life skeletal remains that were found in Japan. But whatever its origins, one thing is certain. The Gashadokuro is a creature of pure terror, and its very presence can freeze even the bravest of souls. Imagine walking down the dimly lit halls of a Japanese school, feeling an inexplicable sense of dread as you approach the bathroom. Some say that if you knock 3 times on the 3rd stall and ask, "Are you there, Hanako-san?" she may answer. But beware, for once you summon her, there is no going back. Hanako-san is a ghostly figure that is said to haunt the bathrooms of old Japanese schools. Her origins are shrouded in mystery, but legend has it that she was a young girl who died tragically in the school's bathroom. Her spirit is said to still linger in the bathroom, waiting for unsuspecting students to enter. The legend of Hanako-san has been passed down from generation to generation, and she is now a staple of Japanese horror folklore. Her appearance varies from person to person, but she is always depicted as a vengeful spirit seeking revenge for her untimely death. Some students have claimed that they've heard her cries for help echoing through the bathroom walls. Others have seen her ghostly figure lurking in the shadows. But what's even more terrifying is that those who summon her may never be the same again. Those who have encountered Hanako-san have reported feeling an overwhelming sense of dread and terror. Some have even claimed to have been physically attacked by her, with scratches and bruises appearing on their bodies. It's as if Hanako-san is trying to drag them down to the afterlife with her. Despite the risks, many students have dared to summon Hanako-san to prove her existence. Some have reported strange occurrences after summoning her, such as objects moving on their own and feeling a presence watching them in the dark, as though Hanako-san's ghostly presence lingers long after the summoning ritual has ended. The legend of Hanako-san has become a cultural phenomenon in Japan, inspiring countless horror movies, TV shows, and manga. But her origins remain a mystery, and her ghostly presence continues to haunt the imaginations of people all over the country. Teke Teke is the vengeful spirit of a young woman who fell onto the train tracks and was cut in half by a speeding train. It is said that she now haunts the train stations and alleys of Japan, dragging herself along the ground with her arms while emitting a chilling, scratching sound. Those who have encountered her claim that she's incredibly fast and impossible to outrun, as she drags herself along the ground with incredible speed. She is known for attacking people who cross her path, slicing them in half with a sharp scythe. There are many stories of people who have encountered Teke Teke, with some claiming that she appears as a beautiful woman, luring her victims into a false sense of security before revealing her true form. Others say that she appears as a twisted, contorted figure with a sinister grin on her face. Legend has it that if you hear the sound of Teke Teke's scratching, you must run as fast as you can in the opposite direction. Otherwise, you will be doomed to encounter her. Some say that the only way to escape her clutches is to find a way to remove yourself from her line of sight. However, even if you manage to escape her attack, it is said that the trauma of encountering Teke Teke can drive people insane, leading them to a gruesome and untimely end. The legend of Teke Teke serves as a warning to those who wander the dark streets of Japan at night. Be careful, or you may just find yourself face to face with the terrifying, vengeful spirit of Teke Teke. Thank you for watching Otherworldly Myths and Tales, where we bring you the most spine-tingling creatures from the world's folklore. We hope you enjoyed our exploration of Japanese horror folklore and the 5 terrifying creatures we discussed in this video. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel to stay up to date with our latest videos on the myths and tales of different cultures. We'll be back soon with more otherworldly stories to keep you on the edge of your seat. Until then, stay curious and keep exploring the unknown.